Hey everyone, I wanted to do a quick video today on just some ways that I'm looking at helping to support folks currently in crisis in the Ukraine uh, by donating to some charitable organizations that seem to be helping. I just wanted to take folks through how I'm accomplishing that in case it helps sort of fill in gaps for anyone. Of course, you should definitely always do your own research and figure out what you think or where you think is the best place to make any donations. Undoubtedly, there are a lot of scams and scammers out there, unfortunately. But just keep that in mind, obviously, and that's why I wanted to share this today. Also, this is not a political video. This is not me talking politics in any way, shape, or form, saying this country is good, this country is bad. If and when there are organizations in place that are helping the people of Russia who are suffering, and there's an organization that seems well credentialed and is helping them, I would gladly support that organization as well. And I'm currently looking to do some research into that as well, because maybe there are things that exist already. If you have them, feel free to drop them below. I would not drop a hot link. I would maybe just type it out and not hot link it, because it's probably going to look like spam if you're dropping a bunch of links into the comments. Okay, so that said, Charity Navigator, I know some folks in the nonprofit space, they pointed me here, so I'm sort of trusting that guidance. And Charity Navigator basically does a bunch of research, keeps a large directory, and rates charitable organizations based on criteria. So let me try to pull up. Now, before I used this a bunch of times, used to have something popping up about Ukraine specifically from that homepage. So you may see that if you visit. Now, if you come down here, you'll see their list here, right? And I don't know how exactly they're sorting it if it's not sorted A to Z, but these are a bunch of 4- and 5-star rated organizations that seemingly are doing something in conjunction with the humanitarian response to the Ukrainian-Russian conflict. And so you can certainly then click on any particular organization. It does appear that you can make your donation directly through here and sort of like add things to a basket, right? By doing this, it looks to me like that's possible, and you can create a basket. I did an extra step and clicked through to the organization because I wanted to sort of further take a look and see what they were doing. And then obviously just clicking the donate button, which they'll obviously have all over the place on any of these sites. But you can certainly go through and read about the rating system and talking about accountability and transparency and financial ratings. These are sort of one of the two more highly sought after things, it seems, in terms of sorting through orgs. Like, how do they spend their money? Is a bunch of it just going to pay salaries of folks and maybe pay high salaries? Or is it mostly going where you want it to go? And then accountability and transparency. So how good are they at being transparent with what's going on in their organization and with their funding and that sort of thing, and with personnel? And how are they at holding themselves accountable, or being accountable to that which they state is their mission? So you can go through and you can see where what the money is going, right? You obviously would want a large percentage going to the program and small amount going to admin. And so these are sort of, like I said, the things, but feel free to poke around. Again, I'm in no way, shape, or form an expert in this stuff. I'm new to it as well, but I thought, to the extent that folks are sort of like trying to scramble to find solutions like I was, that maybe a short video here would be helpful. But yeah, Charity Navigator, like I said, I was pointed that direction. Now, I have been listening to a space on Twitter as well, folks talking about this nearly 24 hours a day, and they seem, I don't know, they seem legitimate, like they seem like honest, just trying to do something folks, and they have pointed in this direction. I don't know I haven't looked into this enough yet, but I wanted to share it just because it was shared there several times. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see them on here unless it's under something else, but you might want to look here. This apparently is very particular to Ukraine. And so this might be something else to look at if you just type in that URL and maybe do some research on that as well, which I'm going to be doing to figure out if it seems like a good place to also place funding. But that's my 2 cents. Hopefully that's helpful to some folks out there. And, thanks for helping support, these organizations and these people who are trying to support the people that unfortunately often needlessly suffer under crises that are created completely outside of their want or outside of their control. All right, folks, stay safe out there, and I appreciate you watching.